What is up, people? Thank you for stopping by my new golfing channel. Today I'm going to be playing 9 holes and just walking you through some of my thoughts. I've been as low as a plus .5 handicap in the past. I'm not golfing that well this year though, and during this video I'm going to talk about why I think that is. It's actually pretty helpful to watch your own rounds back. So one of the things I'm not doing very well is I'm getting the club and my hands outside of the line as I take them back. In golf, you don't want to take your hands straight back. You want to have a little bit of arc inwards, and I'm not doing a very good job of that right now. This little thumbnail I'm going to put on screen is a link to a Tom Segura video. You can see you want to keep your hands and the club in that green area pretty much throughout the whole swing, and I'm just not doing a very good job of that, and it's even bleeding over into my chipping here. You can see I missed the green here with a short chip shot. And then another theme from this round was poor speed control on these approach putts. One of the things about shooting low scores is it doesn't have to involve making any long putts, but it does have to involve two putting from medium to long distances. And I think I'm even kind of taking the putter back too straight, and it's causing a lot of pushes. So not a great start there. You can see me doing my Justin Rose pre-shot routine here to try to clear my body out and prevent that kind of early extension that I tend to get into sometimes. But I really think all my issues start with my takeaway. I think once you get to about the top of the swing, even about halfway back, I don't think there's much else you can do to save a swing. The human body just doesn't have that good of reaction time. Hit a nice drive here down the fairway. I was able to keep my spine tilt pretty good there. And then you can tell from these hole distances and then the shots I have in, I'm not hitting the ball very far right now, so that's something else I'm trying to work on. Hitting the ball far is probably the most important skill you can add to your golf game. In fact, I would say the two most important skills any golfer can have are a long drive and two putting. A lot of the stuff in the middle, if you can hit the ball far, you can probably also hit a 7-iron pretty good. Lost the wedge shot there, the video, but had a reasonable look at birdie there, just didn't quite make it. And then on this shot here, I'm just going to get a little stuck and leave it out to the right. So I don't have not swing tracer. I don't have shot tracers yet, but stay subscribed to the channel. I do have shot tracers coming in the future. So pretty soon there will be glowing lines. You can see my balance is pretty good. My tempo is pretty good. I just think the shape of my takeaway and possibly how I'm gripping the club is just kind of getting in the way a little bit. Here I've got another two-putt territory from the fringe. You can see that one bobbled and it still had too much speed. So when I was a kid growing up, and really into like my early to mid 20s, I had a horrible time. If I started a round with bogeys, or especially with the double bogey, it was really hard for me to calm down and just trust the system and keep playing the round with the level head. I've gotten better at that as I age. That's definitely a skill that I've noticed that people seem to be better at now than they used to be. I don't know if people are just calming down or what, but I play a lot of not college golf, but I play tournaments with college golf players, and I just noticed that there's not a lot of hotheads on the course anymore, and that's definitely a skill needed to be a good player, is to just keep your mind calm. In golf, it's really a game where almost nothing goes right, and it's more just about managing chaos than it is about overcoming things and hitting great shots. Once again, you can see I've blasted another putt past the hole, which cost a 3-putt, so now we're 2 over par. Not a great start to the YouTube channel. So I piped this drive. I lost the footage though. And this was probably the best swing I made the whole round. By the way, I'm open to any feedback. Go ahead and leave comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the channel, that's fine. Hit the thumbs down button twice. It adds extra emphasis that way. Right as I hit that putt, a train whistle went off. And so now we're coming to what is going to turn into my nemesis hole over this video series. I've already recorded a couple rounds. This is a 215-yard par 3 that plays uphill and over water, and the water wraps around to the left, and half the green is behind that right bunker. So probably the toughest hole on this 9. And I had a lie here in this chip shot where the ball was sitting on dirt, but I couldn't tell if the dirt was loose under the ball like sand or if it was going to be compact. So I kind of picked a shot that would work out okay either way. The ball's up in my stance a little bit and I'm kind of chopping down on it a little more than I would. The ball just came out really hot. It actually ended up in the fringe over the green. I chipped it down to here. This is for bogey. On to hole 7. Now you can't see it, but there is a stream over there to the right. So you kind of want to hug that tall tree up there on the left. And we put it right in the stream. I actually couldn't take my tripod down to where I had to drop, but I hit a shot to here from about 130. And this, even though it's a bogey, this kind of sequence that happens here is actually, I think, really important for keeping your scores down. Yeah, the hole started awful. I sliced it into the water. I was able to get it on the green and have a par putt, but I'm not going to try to ram it at the hole and force a par. Really, you can't control if these long putts go in or not. The only thing you can control is if you hit them with okay speed, which that one, even though the speed wasn't great, it was good enough for a 2-putt. And honestly, when you lose a ball, not making double bogey is a massive win. Like, I walked off the screen feeling like I'd made a par. Another tough par 3 here, 215 up the hill. This might have been asking a little much for a 4-iron because that bunker short right is massive. And this lie here I had in the bunker was just not conducive to putting any kind of spin on the ball. It was kind of sitting down in like a little rake furrow. So all I did was just try to aim straight at the pin. If I hit the pin, great, but just take enough sand to make sure I get it out of the bunker and onto the green. That was as good as I could do on that shot without just getting lucky. And once again, the hole didn't start off great. We have got a long par putt, but we don't want to lose our mind and try to ram this one in. You can't force long putts to drop. All you can do is give them a chance. And even though I'm way over par here, it's worth pointing out, if I'd just been 2-putting from these distances from off the green, we'd be 1 over par right now, with a fighting chance to get under par on this next hole. And I'm a big decade golf guy. I'm going to talk about that more in the future, but I'm all for sending it pretty much on every hole with driver, unless you start having penalty hazards cutting you off. Hit a nice drive here down the fairway. And another problem I've been having is I get way too onto my left foot and it causes me to thin shots. That's what happens here. I had plenty of club to carry this to the green. I catch it slightly thin, ends up landing short in the bunker. Not a bad shot into a par 5, but still like to make a little better contact. But anytime you're greenside bunker in a par 5, that's a win. I don't know where the flag went on this pin. Hit a nice little explosion shot there. And we got this putt to finish on a birdie. And I pushed that one too. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I got more videos coming. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like.